Greetings, Axeheads, and welcome once again to New Game Smell! This is the show on EpicBattleAxe.com where we revel in those perfect first few moments with a game when you slice through the plastic and rip open the case and breathe in that sweet smell of possibility and think to yourself, oh God, let Metacritic be wrong. I'm Brent Adams, joined today by what is probably my most highly anticipated title of 2011, a game that Lauren and I have spent no small measure of time on the Axe Factor talking about, and this morning begins the journey of discovery to find out whether or not our very high expectations will be met. I am, of course, talking about LA Noire. Now, this is usually the point where I say something about the game, but fuck that, son! I want to play this, so let's go. Now, some of you are probably wondering where my gigantic Spyderco military is, and as you may be aware, Spyderco actually has a lifetime warranty on their products, which means you can send them back to the factory at any time for sharpening, and mine's in transit right now. This is one of my spares, but forget all that. Here we go. Oh, let's make sure that... all right. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, what do we have? 3 game discs. Of course, that's to be expected since it is the Xbox 360 version. Hopefully, the disc change is not going to suck enormously. Slip of the tongue. Got a download coupon for that. I'm not going to turn this over because I'm almost positive that there is a code on the other side that I do not want to give away to you all. So let's set that aside, and then we've got the game manual. Of course, the game manual is the source of the new game smell, that delicious ink and paper sort of thing. Full color here, very nice, very nice. What do we got? Credits. Full credits. Got the, what is it? Is that the, oh yeah, it's the full, oh yeah, okay, cast. So that's like the full voice cast. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, whatever. Let's go play.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality.
KGPL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Hey, you know what I just thought of? I'm the police this time, so that means no wanted level. Ha! Ha ha ha!
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop. Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
That'll change. I wonder if there'll be rampages in this game like in Grand Theft Auto, and you just go around the city tearing shit up and murdering people, and then you get let off by a jury of your peers. Just like in real life.
What's going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
You'll never take me alive, copper. Oh, what are we doing here? Ah!
That was...
That's right. Come get some.
You ready, tough guy?
Oh! Riggs! Hey, Riggs! Oh. I'm not a cop tonight, Raj.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
robbers. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know how this one plays.
Use the cover, Phelps.
Stay down.
That's it?
Sorry about your wall.
I think we got him, Cole.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Clothesline.
Looks like we've
You
got
bald
the place
bastard.
to ourselves.
Oh. You want to see my Martin Riggs impression? Check this out. Yeah! Here come the pain! Yeah!
What you doing, Wendell?
Getting my ass kicked
Parole
by Cole
officer's
Phelps.
feeling lonely.
That's what I've been doing.
He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
I ran tail in high school. That's what Cole Phelps did in high school.
This could be the one goal.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please?
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It sounded like there were so many. And they were so loud.
Think harder, little fool.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Crystal Burger!
Maintain the perimeter.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Come here.
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Stop or I will shoot!
Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
What, like $20 paid? What?
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. I'm going to start you out with one case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates.
You got it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman. That's the third time you've told me.
All units, a 459 just occurred in 6th.
And that is it. The hour is officially up. Let's recap. So, the first hour of LA Noire officially behind me. What do I think? Right off the bat, the pace. I think that first mission, searching for the murder weapon in the alleyway, did an excellent job of setting the tone of the game. A little bit slower, a little bit more methodical. Certainly there will be punctuations of action, car chases, shootouts, that type of thing. But overall, the vibe I'm getting from the game is that it's dialed down just a little bit from what you might expect from something in this genre. That's exactly what I expected and was hoping for. I think that perfectly complements the setting and the storyline of the game. So I'm very, very happy about that. I have to say that the facial recognition technology the facial capture technology used in the game, far from being a gimmick, I think is actually a very, very big deal in terms of the immersion, in terms of giving you one less thing that you have to buy into. You see people talking in an extremely realistic fashion. There is a certain, there is a little bit every now and then of the uncanny valley effect, but I really think it's just from the dichotomy of how realistic the motion is, and yet how the actual faces are not as photorealistic in terms of, you know, the way they react to light and things like that. But I would not at all be surprised to see a lot more games begin implementing this technology. I have to say that it really does add to the immersion quality for me. I have to say that one thing that I am concerned about at this point is the interviews. Definitely a little tedious and can certainly get old fast if you don't get them the first time. I had to do the one interview in the interrogation room a couple of times, and having to wait for the responses to complete so that you can make a selection and hopefully get it right, that could get old very fast. I think that, you know, possibly later in the game they're going to allow you to maybe skip or to get through those a little bit faster, but having to do that first one multiple times was not good. Of course, you know, maybe it's just that I haven't quite got the knack of the interviews yet. Certainly I'm inspired to try to figure out exactly what you need to do in the interviews and make sure I get it right the first time, because doing them over, not so fun. I think that overall, another thing that I would definitely want to touch on is just the sort of the training wheels factor. I understand why this early in the game, and I think I'm right at the cusp of the training wheels sort of coming off, but right now it feels like they're putting you in a mission, pulling you out at the end, dropping you into the next one. I'm really anxious to reach the point in the game where you really have the ability to roam freely, go where you want, see what you want, you know, get involved in things. I'm not sure what's going to be out there in the way of side quests and things like that, but I'm extremely anxious to get into that type of thing. Right now the game feels very linear, and I understand from a design standpoint why they want to do that, in order to teach you some really fundamental aspects of the gameplay that you're going to need before they unleash you on the whole world and you get overwhelmed with all those things. It makes perfect sense, but I really am anxious to get past that, and like I said, I think that I'm about to. So I'm not holding that as a negative. I'm just very, very eager to kind of dive in and have the whole experience. So, with the first hour of LA Noire officially under my belt, it smells like a winner. A truly engaging and unique gameplay experience filled with rich characters, rich environments, and a rich story. Even though it's still very early, this is probably the first act, but already I'm sure that they have started planting seeds for things that are going to bloom later, and I'm dying to find out what happens next, to see where some of those story threads go. Always a good sign to know that you've got people engaged in your narrative. So that is it for me. Thank you for joining me once again. Of course, if you're playing LA Noire, please sound off in the comments. Let everyone know what sort of experience you're having with this game, whether or not it's what you expected, whether or not it is it's as good as you hoped it would be, whether or not you find all of these sort of unique aspects of the game to be working. So let us know what you think. Add your voice to the conversation. Cry havoc and let your voice be heard. I'll be back with another edition of New Game Smell next time. Until then, I'm Brent Adams. You stay sharp, and we'll see you then.